All right, Shalom. First off, we want to start by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors and salutations unto you brothers that's preaching His word in sincerity and faith. And Shalom to you sincere followers and believers thereof. So this is a couple of brothers from the Great Millstone, San Francisco Bay Area camp. I'm the brother Yariala.
I'm the brother Jamar.
I'm the brother Menatizak.
Yeah, so we're just doing a brief lesson before we step out to the battlefield. Pretty much keeping the spirit going from a prior lesson that me and the brother War Gabar had, on the lunch break epistle, I believe number 34. The spirit sparked from watching the Apostle Tahar video, short clip on the pretty much we're not built for this place, Babylon, America. That's why, because we're the Israelites. We're a special people. We're a holy people, which means to be separate. We were given law, statutes, and commandments to separate us in our customs from these other heathen nations, in which now we're in captivity under the chief of the heathen being Esau, the so-called white man, who is the wicked. So everything that he does and presses out is contrary to the law, statutes, and commandments, which is ultimately contrary to our customs, in which Jake has got engulfed in, 2/3. That's why they're totally destroyed as a people and in general. All right. So pretty much, man, this place wasn't set up for us, man, and ultimately this place is going to be destroyed. All right. So whoever got anything.
It's Psalms 82. I'm gonna get straight to it. On Psalms 82 and 5, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Yeah. And that's exactly what it is. Because everything is completely contrary to the way that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai set it up to be. You got sodomites, you got all type of wickedness, perverseness, GMOs, the air polluted, water polluted. All right, everything just in general that how Esau set it up is completely contrary to how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai wanted everything to be set up.
That's right.
And that's why you see things continually getting worse here in America, because who you have in rulership? A guy who doesn't know how to even rule. He literally doing everything the wrong way. Here it is. That's like if you got you bought like a little piece that you got put together or whatever, a little set, a bed set or whatever. It come with instructions, and it's instructed exactly how to put it all together. But then Esau gonna come like, no, I don't have to follow these instructions. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna do it like that. Then that shit just end up breaking down, and that's what you got going on in America. You didn't follow the instructions that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has set in the scriptures. So now what's happening with America is just slowly crumbling little by little, and you see it just waxing worse and worse.
Yeah, I got a quick precept since you said that. This is Psalm 50 and 16. But unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and casteth my words behind thee?
Yeah, he literally casting it behind him, because when he first established America, that's when he was over there talking about he all about the Bible, this and that. But then when we wanted to bring out his wickedness according to the same Bible he claimed to believe in, now he casted it behind him. Like now we ain't got it right. We got it wrong. Now it's just a made up book. All these different excuses.
These words are these laws are outdated. They were so-called man-made. He just pressed out all this confusion, and he presses forth his own propaganda. His own agenda, which is contrary to the law, statute, and commandments, man. Which is contrary to the scriptures. In which he claimed that he founded this wicked-ass nation, this country, which he stole upon, the basis of the Bible, which everybody's finding out this place is off the basis of Satan, Brother's got it.
I got a precept. This Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Yep. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. Mm-hmm. And that's, you got it. I was going to say, and that's what the Lord is commanding you Israelites to do. Arise ye out and depart, for this is not your rest. You weren't brought over here in America to prosper. Really, you were brought over here to serve out a sentence, a punishment for your iniquities. And like the brother was getting into, how everything in America is set up for your destruction, and it's done strategically on purpose.
Yeah,
they set it up on purpose. Going back to Judah, the 5th chapter, when it says pretty much how they know when we right with our power, the Lord elevates us, we prosper. But when we're not right with our power, what does the Lord do? He destroys us and have other nations rule over us. So the top elites that run this earth, they know that this Bible is real. They set up this whole society for Israel to go off, for Jake to be wicked. No?
Yep. Well, matter of fact, since you there, can you start it at the top, Baba Kasha?
Because
that's what Esau has done for the nation of Israel. Ultimately, he has made it impossible to serve Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to a T. You know, not only being in this wicked ass flesh, yet being in this wicked ass society. You may have to work or do certain things on the Sabbath. All right, you know, you can't. Every woman is polluted. You know, so you can't. You'll be lucky if you get a woman. You'll be the first to touch a woman here. All right. Everything. Abominations is upheld. Sodomy. All right. You can eat abominable food. You can eat swine. That's why you got niggas like Boosie. That's in the uproar over eating pig, which is unclean according to the law, man. You have these things that are promoted here in this society, man. Thanks to who? Esau.
Yeah, Esau makes wickedness easily available.
Yep.
It's easy to go off and be wicked.
Yeah.
You know? But in our society, it's gonna be easy to be righteous. You know, we're gonna have a society based upon righteousness, which is gonna be hell for you Edomites.
That's right.
Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Mm-hmm. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Yeah, that's right. And woe means destruction. And who is doing this? Well, it's gonna continue it. All right. Matter of fact, continue, Bob Bashar.
It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. Mm-hmm. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
That's right. Going back to Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So this is directed towards the wicked, the so-called white man, Esau. All right. He has power over the earth at this given time and point. And what is he doing with that power? All right. He's utilizing it to corrupt, to pretty much turn things upside down, and to ultimately oppress the earth, chiefly the nation of Israel, the Lord's chosen people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right.
It says, and they covered fields and take them by violence.
Yeah, that's right. That's how did he get this land of America, man? He stole this land. All right. He took it by violence. Hell, he established his rule over the earth through violence. That's why he has military bases all over the Middle East. That's why he has his red foot all over the Middle East, man. Because he's seeking to take people's land, to take people as well, which is going to get into to take their resources, all right, to steal it. St. John 10:10, the thief cometh not but to steal and to kill, and that's Esau's MO, man. All right. And it's being more shed light upon the more that you're getting exposed, all right? Because the Lord is making you naked as a filthy ass beast that you are, all right? The Lord is exposing you for all your wickedness, man. And these are just one of the scenarios that you have done, man. All right, which you're gonna have to pay for, by the way.
It says, and they cover fields, they take them by violence, mm-hmm. and houses, and take them away.
Yep.
So they oppress a man and his heritage, a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Yeah, that's right, man. Not only has Esau taken our identity, all right, as the true Israelites, you know, you have those Amalekites, which are the nation of Edom over there in our land, claiming to be the Lord's chosen people in the Lord's chosen land. So they're taking our heritage, all right, and leave it up to Esau in his movies. You know, he's everybody. You know, he had taken a lot of land. You know, he has removed nations from their borders, which is totally against the scriptures, man. And what he further oppresses us in this society by what Isaiah 10:1, I believe, by writing those unrighteous decrees, which is his laws which are contrary to the law, statute, and commandments. All right, you can't govern your own household with this guy like Pastor Troy. He would say, hey, man. He gotta say be peace, so-called PC, man, which really a sodomite is supposed to be put to death. All right, but you can't execute that in this man's society. So what he said, I don't have no problem with that, but in my household, you can't do that. But nowadays you can't have influence in your household. You can't discipline your children because what? That's wicked according to Esau and his law. You go to jail. You'll be a homophobe. All right, you'll be a so-called unfit parent and a fit man. All right, this society is totally geared towards oppressing the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American men, chiefly, man, of the nation of Israel, putting the woman over the man. All right, this is not this is not according to our heritage, man. This is not the way that we were brought up to govern ourselves as a nation, man. You know, so this is just different ways that Esau has pressed forth to further oppress us as a nation, man. You know.
I got a quick precept for you. Let's see, Obadiah. Let's see.
You know, and guys get messed up over that, man. That's why, you know, from the Apostle Tahar on down, man, says that Jake has been in Babylon too long, because Jake has started to pick up on these wicked ass customs. Oh yeah, man, you can't deal with a woman like that or let the woman speak. Pretty much the Queen of Heaven worshiping. You know, I've seen the Apostle Gabar go into it. You know, and the up and comer elder brother Manatazakba. You know, pretty much about they're touching back on the dealing with a woman according to her flower, man. When she has her so-called period, she becomes a woman. That's indication that she's ready to reproduce. She's ready to be married off, man. To deal with a man, to deal with the husband. All right. So pretty much, you know, they were retouching back on that, which it was already covered during the time, you know, dealing with polite and the so-called the unconscious community. But you still have guys that got emotional over that, man. And guys to this day are still emotional over that scenario, man. Why is that? Because they have been in Babylon too long. They have been Babylonianized to this way of thinking, to this way of governing yourself. All right? Which we're referring back to the law, statute, commandments, which the Lord have given unto us as a nation, which the law lasts forever, man. Okay? Yet you have guys that are too messed up over it, that it's pretty much a stumble block unto them, man. All right, and that's really just gonna lead to your destruction and your household being collapsed, man. All right.
Yeah, this is Obadiah verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and the understanding out of the mount of Esau?
Yeah, that's right, and that's what the Lord is currently doing, man. The Lord is bringing all of Esau's wicked ass counsels in which he's having in these meetings and these gatherings behind closed doors, all right, which the public eyes nor ears are involved in. They're having counsels on all these scenarios going wrong. Everything is not going according to their agenda, and really they're getting bad counsel from the spiritual demon Satan, man. All right, because Satan works for the Heavenly Father. Satan is an angel of the Lord on the left hand side. That's why the scriptures say the deceivers and the deceived are his, man. So the Lord is using Satan to further lead Esau into his own confusion and into his own destruction, man. Go ahead.
And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Yeah, that's right, man. Because ultimately, Esau, your power is waning away because you have reached your peak, man. And now you're going down the drain. You're being exposed. Your allies that were once cool with you, which it goes into Obadiah, hey man, are coming up against you. They're becoming allies with your enemy, with your enemies. All right, and they're preparing to destroy you, man. Which really the Lord is planting that thought into their minds because they're all fulfilling the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Ultimately, America is going to be destroyed. All right, and every Edomite, even 2/3 so-called Negro, Latino, Native American that are left here, you other heathen nations, you're going to be more fuel for the fire. All right, and Esau, your wicked elites, you're going straight into captivity, man. That's how this is going to play out. All right, according to prophecy, man, which we're in the year of prophecy. Go ahead.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Yep, that's right, man. For that violence against thy brother Jacob, man. Talking about the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, in which you have perpetuated ever since our forefather Jacob took rightfully received the birthright from your forefather Esau, man. All right. You had that perpetual hatred. I believe it goes into that Ezekiel, the 35th chapter. All right. You know, so the Lord has been accounting of it. You know, I seen a couple of the elders and brothers doing lessons on the Purim, which I believe it just passed February 6th. All right, evening. You know, pretty much going into the history of Mordecai, Esther, all right, and the wicked ass Haman. seeking to ultimately destroy the Israelites, which Haman is an Edomite from the tribe of Amalek when you do the research. All right. So Esau has always had an agenda to destroy us as a nation, and that hasn't stopped. Okay. So the Lord has taken an account of that. All right. Go ahead.
Got a precept.
Yeah.
It's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
Yeah, that's
Everybody's
right.
seeing it.
Yep.
All the wickedness that Esau been doing, it's all being uncovered.
Okay.
That's why they tried to start that stuff with the fake news or whatever, and they're trying to cover up their tracks, because now all these other nations, they're getting on you. Your information been on blast on the internet, so you've been trying to deem it as fake news, this and that. But then these other nations, they're co-signing it, saying like, yo, this, like, you're fucking up. You the one that's causing issues. You doing this and that. You telling lies, whatever. Esau just being exposed left and right. And that's why they're trying to start tightening up on the internet now. Shutting down brothers' pages or whatnot. Because Esau's wickedness is literally being exposed day in and day out.
Yep.
It says, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
Yeah, and this is just the beginning of that cup going towards you, towards our enemies, which our chief enemy is Esau. So now that cup is being pressed into your hands. All right, it starts with you being exposed. All right, because one of your main power sources is what? Being able to lie and deceive people, which that mechanism is wearing off now, man. Everybody's waking up. Everybody's sobering up off that wicked ass wine that you have dished out. All right.
It's mainly happening because the light.
Yep.
The prophets are out here exposing this devil.
That's right.
Which is the light, like the Lord said, ye are the light of the world.
Yep.
In gross darkness.
That's right.
It says, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
And that's all you got going on now. Shameful spewing on America's glory.
Yeah.
Everything they glory in. Sodomy, wickedness, GMOs. All right. Them fucking putting, like, basically being, fucking with our people, man. Always being racist and shit.
They're pushing out your agenda on everybody. This whole transgenderism on the children as well, man. Yep. But yet you can't guide and lead your own home the way you want it to go. All right, it has to be according to Esau's agenda. You have to teach undeveloped children the difference from feeling like a boy or a girl, the gender that you was born as. All right, about sex. This about pretty much things that they shouldn't even be thinking about. Perverse the water.
Filth.
They shouldn't. They don't even be thinking about nothing like that. But then the so-called white man will tell you that it's normal, and he'll give them a book to read just to bug them out. Yeah,
he'll put it in the cartoon shows, the movies. These are all platforms of him pressing his witchcraft.
Like the scriptures say, he's wise in his craftiness.
Yep.
He knows that a child is way more impressionable, and then everything you teach them at that age, they gonna soak it right up. So you can bug a kid the fuck out, giving them some stuff they don't know what's going on, and then you just give them some complete madness, and then now you over here like, see, he wanted to be like that. Like, no, you told him.
Like they got that, I don't know his name, what was it, Jazz or something? It's like a little transsexual boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
he's living his life as a fucking girl. He fucking a little kid, and they blasting him all over the media. Oh, he's so brave. Got his own dogs. I didn't even know that. So they putting it out there like this is normal. So now you got your children in school. I want to be like that. I want to be a boy. I want to be a girl.
Somebody's son is dating that shit.
Oh, man.
On one of the little commercials that for showing it, the nigga was over here talking to somebody's son in the school. Didn't even tell him that he a nigga.
The complete wickedness, man. Yeah, confusion. That's why this is Babylon the Great. All right, the land of confusion, man. And that's why this place is going to be destroyed, man. Point blank, period.
Yeah, that's the bottom line. It says, back in Obadiah. It's the book of Obadiah, verse 9. And the mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his force, forces and foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them.
Yep, that's right. Talking about during the ancient Babylonian captivity, you know, you were at one with our enemies. You know, you were capturing Jakes that escaped, and you were inhabiting our homes, man. You know, so the Lord is accounting for everything, man.
But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. So pretty much you fucked up. You shouldn't have done it, you know? If you knew who you were touching, you wouldn't have done it. But you were programmed by Yahweh Shemel Shah to touch us as being the sword of the Heavenly Father, you know? And
Esau, he knows. He just didn't care. You know, these elite Edomites, they know what it is, but they didn't care. They don't care though. Then you're gonna be judged for it.
Yeah, you're gonna be judged. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head.
Yep. And that reward is on the way. You know, all the wickedness that Esau been doing, he never got judged for nan thing he ever did. He gonna get that. He gonna get hit with that full tab all at once. And he gotta pay up.
And like the Lord said, do unto them double. So everything that we experience, you're gonna have to experience that, but double. You know.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, it was beautiful because you know, me and the brother Warwick Bart was talking about it. It says, do unto them double, in which what America. Esau has been in power roughly half a day, 500 years, in which way you're going to have to serve out 1,000 years captivity, man, double the portion, you know, and it's going to be pure hell, man.
It's going to be nothing but torture.
Your oppression is low vibrations, man. You know, we're going to be we're going to show you how to properly do the job, man.
We're going to show you the true definition of hate. We're going to show you what it is to really hate, because we're going to have the anger of the Father on us. Remember, he said he's going to put his anger upon us. So in this current fleshly state that we're in, we get angry, we get upset. We look at the history of our people, you get mad. But then eventually, you know, that anger goes away. You know, they chill out, get a bottle, you know, relax. Hey, the Lord going to put that 100% fury on us to remember everything that you've done, this life, past lives. Your boss may have given you a hard time in this life. Maybe he was your slave owner in the past life. He killed you in that. Everything that we've ever experienced, we're going to be able to unleash on your ass in that day, you know?
That's right, man.
It says, for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountains, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up right here. It says, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessors.
Yeah, that's right, man. Because ultimately, man, we're looking forward to destruction at this place, and at the same time, deliverance from this place, man. All right, because this, as we open up, this is not a place of our rest. We wasn't built to be here, man. All right, you know, this place was only set up to serve a purpose in which it has served, man, to show what wickedness was and to influence the earth, so that ultimately it can you can see the reward of the wicked, which is destruction, judgment. All right, and for us to be punished, which we're at the end of our punishment. Now we're looking forward to our deliverance, man. All right, and the punishment of our enemies, with the chief of our enemies being Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay, you know. And amongst these other heathen nations as well, all right. Yet Esau is in his power seat, man. So the spirit is geared towards him, man. More so.
It says, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken.
Yeah, that's right, man. So ultimately, after 1,000 years of captivity, hardcore captivity, all right, Esau, you're going to be gathered up as a nation, and you're going to be set of flames, man. You're going to be completely consumed by another fire, all right?
Exterminated.
Yeah, that's right. Exterminated as a nation, man. Now that has to show a whole lot of hatred that Yahweh Shem Yahushai has towards a certain nation, for him to completely wipe that nation out as a whole, man.
Because Esau served his purpose. You
Yep.
were set up only to show the world what wickedness is.
Yep.
For us to go off and learn the judgments of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which brought the fear upon us, and then what? For us to repent, come back, be elevated as the gods of the earth, and for you to serve your punishment for what you did to us. It was all set up by Yahweh from the beginning. Tell you that in 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter. You know? So you fulfilled your purpose. Now we at the end, and now you have to fulfill your punishment, which is slavery. You know?
That's right. Yeah, you got to build up our kingdom. You know.
Yeah.
All right. You have a couple things to do before the Lord gets rid of you, man. You know. So with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying. We're gonna go ahead and close out once again, giving all praises to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
You know, until the next time, we're gonna say shalom to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.